Hello and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be slightly different because this video is being sponsored by Gelato. Now, more about them in a second, but I want to show you, I've been having some trouble lately with my mug press. I found that I'm getting like really uneven prints. For example, I've made this new mug I haven't showed you yet. Maybe that's a bad example because it is quite faded, but if you see here, you can see the print is like faded in certain sections, so like it's perfect at the top but faded on the bottom. And I've been having issues like this, as well as like when it goes closer to the handle, this bit's faded. This is actually a really good example of a second, but I've been having some terrible results lately, and I find that things are just inconsistent. Like look at this one. This one was clearly in the mug press for too long and the lines have all blurred. Like I did manage to perfect them in the end, but then I thought, let's just experiment with a bit of print on demand, not only for mugs, but I've been looking into doing like things like calendars. I want to do more t-shirts, more sweaters, and I think by trialing this out, I'll be able to offer more products, more illustrations, and expand my product range without the risk of investing in stock and having the space for it and spending the money on it, and the risk of it not selling and just being sat on my shelves. It should be a good thing for not only space but also cash flow. So let's try out Gelato.
So, what is Gelato? Well, Gelato is the world's largest print-on-demand network, offering a catalogue of over 150 products from wall art to apparel, making it a great place to start selling your products without investing tons of cash into stock. They have over 140 production hubs in 32 countries across the globe, meaning that products get delivered super fast while saving on waste and emissions. Sustainability is in the heart of what they do, and using a print-on-demand method means you limit waste, as they only produce what's actually purchased from your shop. Have you ever wanted to create a new phone case but didn't want to invest in buying all the different sizes? Well, now you can. Gelato links seamlessly to your existing storefront like Etsy, Shopify, and more. And I'll show you more about this later in the video. It makes the entire process so easy. Try Gelato for free and get 50% off your first purchase. Head to the link in the description to try it out. Now let's get into the process of testing out print on demand with Gelato for the very first time.
So I've actually been working on some designs already, but I want to try and put like a calendar together, a 2025 calendar. I have way more than 12 designs that could go into this calendar, but I don't have the time to like put it together properly, get it printed, get it tested, get the products in, get the marketing ready, because it's already the 10th of October and I'd like to get these out for November, ready for Christmas and New Year. So I think I can put together a range, like 12 different illustrations. Maybe I can do like obviously the pumpkin spice illustration for October, my Christmas design for December. I have an International Women's Day one I can put in March and things like that. So if we get on to creating the calendar, hopefully it would look nice and we can order a test product from Gelato, see what it looks like, and if I'm happy, I can put it up in my shop without me ordering the stock in. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I have a design for each month. I'm not 100% happy, but I think it's really hard to design 12 cohesive things. And plus you're only going to see one per month. I don't know, like we have some patterns, we have some landscapes. In my OCD brain, I'd either like it to be all patterns or all landscapes, but then maybe that will get boring because you're going to be using it all year. And then we have some of my designs from the sweaters. The one I'm not happy about is this one, and I'm not happy with this artwork in general. I was designing it the other day, and it is different to my usual style. It has a lot of drop shadows, it looks sort of like a paper effect. It's taken from the Christmas sweater. I've used like some glows. Maybe there's just too much effects going on, but I wanted to experiment. Again, not everyone celebrates Christmas, so I wasn't sure whether to put this one as December and then have a like generic one for November. I don't know, but this one is the one I'm not happy with the most. I think also because every other design has the chunky black outlines, except for this one. This has chunky outlines anyway, but this one doesn't have any outlines at all. I don't know. And then I'm missing the flowers, cakes and caffeine design, but I don't think it really goes with this collection. I don't know. Now that I have my designs, I'm just going to head over to gelato.com and head over to the product catalogue and select the calendars. This one here, and you can either upload your entire design or you can just upload the artwork on the top, and I think that's what I'm going to do for this because I don't want to get the dates wrong for next year. So you can choose how the calendar looks on the side here, whether you show the week numbers or not, what day of the week you want it to start on, which I think is really cool. I'm going to select a Monday. So I'm going to delete the month name because I've put that in my artwork, so we don't need it to show twice. And then I think I'm just going to drag this down so that the artwork takes up most of the page. Should I have it like fill in the page entirely? Okay, so now let's upload our artwork. So you go to choose file, my device, and then I made a new folder. And there we go. I think my artwork needs a bit more space around it, which is good to know. Ideally, I want the month to be there. Okay, because my design doesn't quite fit that borderless edge, I'm gonna just put it back to what it was originally, add my artwork in, because that way it's working perfectly. I think I'm going to go back and edit it just to make sure it fits nicely without the border, but let's just pop the artwork in for now. So once you're happy with your design, you click add to order, and then you can order your sample just like that. I'm going to perfect this first though and make sure I'm happy with everything, and then I'm going to order it. So let's get on to that. When in doubt, ask the Patreons. Hopefully I can get some nice feedback from all my Patreons. I just asked like what they would prefer on a calendar, whether they want the months to all be patterns or maybe all be landscapes or all be central illustrations, because I wanted to make everything the same, or would they like a mishmash of everything, because you're only going to see 1 month at a time. You're not going to see them all together like what I'm looking at. So I just want their feedback tonight, and then when I get back to my desk tomorrow, I'll work on that. Good morning. I have made a few adjustments to the calendar behind me because I wasn't happy with the cohesiveness or the lack of cohesiveness going on. Even though you'd only see 1 month at a time, there was something just not sitting right. Although I've still kept a mix in there of just illustrations and landscapes, I feel like it's a bit more cohesive now. So I will show you what it looks like in just a sec. So I've changed a few of the designs. The January one was bothering me because I didn't feel like, I just wasn't happy with it. I thought it looked a bit naff. February's the same. March I swapped up completely for London. Then we have a few more skylines that I've dropped in, like this roller coaster one here, this fairy tale one here. October, I kind of wanted this landscape, but then I didn't know what to do for September because this is like the autumn era. So I used my pumpkin spice drink and just did like a little illustration like that. So it still is a mixture, but I feel like it works a lot better. I've also edited the December one because that was bothering me. I took out the drop shadow, I took out the glows, and I took out the text and just simplified it, but added a few clouds that you can see in a few other illustrations as well. So overall, I'm much happier with this design. I'm gonna just change the dimensions because they didn't quite fit the calendar, and that was my error. So I'm gonna adjust the dimensions of each image and then re-upload it and then order my first calendar.
Good. Oh God, my voice. Good morning. Please excuse me, I'm still recovering from a cold and my voice sounds gross. But it has been a weekend. I did a market last night, and over the weekend, look what's arrived. So my calendar, I think it's my calendar, has arrived. It was shipped out with Amazon shipping, so it was very, very quick. It actually arrived yesterday, which was a Sunday, which is insane. So this is the sample that I ordered last week. I think it took like 2 days to arrive. It was very quick. Let's open it up. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. And fingers crossed, the sample looks good. Oh, well, I did run the scissors along the front of it. So don't do what I did and use the scissors. Okay, so I did run my scissors right down the middle of it, but I suppose you can't tell, but there's the front cover. This is A3 size. I wanted it huge because I have a lot of stuff to write on my days during the year, so hopefully the rest has turned out okay. Oh, so it's double-sided, right? So January starts there. Oh, my scissor mark made it down the... Oh, damn it. Can you see? It's okay, it's okay. Just don't open up your calendars like I did. Oh my God, the print looks fab. I think, fingers crossed, everything is like fabulous. Here's February. I love the size, the quality of the paper, you can't really tell on a video, but it's lovely. March, and it's so thick, and it has this hook here. I think I'm gonna put it, can you see, like there, just above my desk. May, my birthday month, which is the design that we have on the front cover. I'm not biased. June, we have Making Magic. July, I think the print has come out fantastic, like, and the fact this was made and shipped in a few days, like, I could never do that. Wow. So now I'm so happy that this turned out perfect. Now I gotta work out how to put these live on my shop. I won't put them live like right away. I want to see how to do it and set it as draft and like sort of build up a little marketing campaign with it as well before they're like live to buy. But this just makes so much sense because I now don't have to buy in hundreds of calendars and run the risk of spending too much on stock and not potentially selling all of them before the new year. So this like limits that risk. There is no risk at all, which, excuse me. Sorry, he was barking at the post. But yeah, like I said, there's no risk now at all of me overbuying, overspending, getting stuck with a bunch of 2025 calendars, because you know when something has a date on it and you're stuck with it, it's hard to sell once the date is gone. So after New Year, I don't expect these to sell as much as they would pre-New Year, like around Christmas time. So yeah, let's work on getting these up on the shop and see how that process works.
So I'm just going through my artwork here, making sure that all the pages are correct and in the right order before I go ahead and choose my mockups. Once I'm happy with the way everything looks, I'm going to click continue to mockups. And then Gelato will automatically produce a bunch of mockups that you can use on your shop front. So I have the front cover and all of the months. I think I'm going to just download all of them. And then I might take a few of my own photos as well, seeing as I have the sample. I like to take a few lifestyle pictures, so I'm going to mix it up a bit, I think. Like, I just took these photos. I'm going to try and remove the scissor mark that I did down the middle. But I just took these, and so I'm going to put those up as well, because I quite like the way these look. They look a bit more 3D, and I like to see how things look in regards to, like, your hands, so you can see how big they are. So this is A3 and it's quite big, and I want people to know that it is quite large. Obviously I'll have the measurements on there as well. And then I'm going to select continue to details. And here you can add in your title, your description, and all the details for your listing. So I'm going to go ahead and fill all that in now. And once I'm happy with the description, I'm going to head over to continue to prices. So here is the page where you can see your prices. It shows you the retail price, which is what your customers will be buying the product for. The price guide, which shows you what Gelato thinks you should sell it for, how much the product costs to make, how much the product costs to ship, and then your estimated profit margin. Now, I'm hoping to do free shipping, so the shipping cost is actually going to be included in my price. So for example, if the calendar is £25, in total, after the product cost comes off and the shipping cost, I'll have a profit of £10.68. I think I'm going to tweak these prices till I'm happy with them, but everything seems pretty self-explanatory on this stage. I'm just going to click continue to review and go from there. So then we have the name of our product, the retail price, the estimated profit, which will definitely change because this includes shipping. Well, has to take off shipping to all of these countries. And I'm just going to click publish and see what happens next. Publishing. So I've just gone over to my shop and here it is. I've just set it to draft really quickly because I want to make some changes to the photos, which you can do in your Shopify admin as you would any other product. So I think what I'm going to do is upload my own products, take some nice pictures of my calendar, upload those, make sure the description and everything looks fabulous. I'm going to set like a release date for it because I don't want to just put it live now. Like, oh, I made this, here it is. I want to make like a nice campaign. And I think November is the time to launch stuff like this. It is the 21st of October today. And I'm thinking this could be like a November release. So I'm gonna work on that before setting it live in the shop. Yeah, let's do it. I think that is the perfect location for it because when I'm working at my desk, I can check the months and what's going on and add things and scribble things out and plan my month as I'm working because I find that that is the best, most productive way to do so. I mean, I can't wait for 2025 already. Like, we have another 2 months, just over 2 months to go. Not long at all, but I love it. I love how it turned out. And I'm just going to take some more product pictures now that it's up. And obviously before I put it up for sale properly, I'm going to go through each and every single date. Even though I already did that when I designed it, I'm going to go like sit down and plan out my year through every single date, look on iCal and make sure all the dates line up because it is my worst fear getting one of the dates wrong. So I'm going to triple, quadruple check the dates and take the pictures, edit them, put them up, put it on the shop, and it'll be my first print-on-demand product that I've ever made, and I'm excited about it. I think it makes sense. So I've just been through the entire year. I've checked and triple checked all the dates and everything is correct. I've added in everyone's birthdays for next year, every important date that I can think of for now, and everything lined up with the Apple Calendar on my desktop. So everything is perfect. And I decided I'm going to launch these at this year's Magical Market in Birmingham in November on the 2nd. And I think because I won't have physical stock at the market, I think I'm going to put it on display and have like a QR code next to it so people can order on the website. I think people will like this at the market, I'm not sure, but I think that's a great date to launch it, and it'll be available on my website on the 2nd of November. And I just can't believe I have an official calendar. Like I've never made a calendar before in my life, and now we have a calendar on Coco Natasha. This is crazy. Thank you so much, Gelato, for sponsoring this video and for helping me use your platform. It's been incredible, and I think for other creators, designers, illustrators, small business owners, Gelato is a great way to get started or even to expand your product base without spending lots of money on stock or wasting loads of space if you don't have that space. I mean, I'm looking at my shelves now and they are so full of sweaters and mugs and t-shirts, but you don't have to fork out on that space, that inventory, if you want to use something like Gelato. And I'm excited to delve into the t-shirts and sweaters that they have on there. So
hopefully that'll be in the next video. So I'll catch up with you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the calendars in the comments. I would love to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks so much Gelato for sponsoring this video. Don't forget guys, you can sign up to Gelato for free and get 50% off your first order using the link in my description. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you next time.